I'll take care of those guys for you.
What is going on, YouTube land? I am Chris Catalunya. Before we get into this shoe review, go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. And we are hitting it really close to that 8,000 subscriber mark here on this YouTube channel. Thank you for your support. If you're subscribed already, if you're not, you definitely want to, because once we hit 8K, I'm going to give away some cool prizes, like this Supreme Cat in the Hat tee in the white colorway in a size medium. I have a Supreme Balaclava face mask in the black colorway, and I have 3 A Bathing 8 magazines in which they all contain accessories within them. This one has the wallet, this one's the Babe Kids bag, and this one is the Babe Sling bag. So if you want to win, subscribe to the channel. Also, this video is sponsored by OTIS. OTIS is a different way to invest your money. Unlike traditional methods of investing in the stock market, OTIS enables users to invest in subjects they're more familiar with, whether it's a coveted pair of sneakers, a hyped up vinyl figure, or even sculptures in public art space. Invest in things you're passionate about. Invest in experiences. All you need to start is $10. Culture is a new asset. You can learn more about OTIS at www.withotis.com. Link is also in the description below. In my hand is the final product between the collaborative efforts between Nike and SACAI, the LD Waffle. Obviously, you're familiar with the Nike brand, but you're probably not familiar with SACAI. Now, SACAI is actually a luxury fashion brand based out of Japan. SACAI was created by Chitose Abe, who is a pattern designer, and he actually has a pretty cool resume, actually working for Comme des Garçons, and then Junya Watanabe, who had a line within Comme des Garçons. Now this shoe, the SACAI LD Waffle, alongside the SACAI Blazers, these are probably the most anticipated shoe releases of 2019, like number 2 and number 3 respectively, and then of course number 1 would probably be your Travis Scott's that released last weekend. And of course with these Jordan and Nike releases, it's been a trend in 2019 for a lot of the shoe releases to get pushed back. We were supposed to get these shoes in Q1 of 2019. It's already Q2. These were released in Europe on May 16th of 2019, and that's actually how I have this pair in hand. My friend was able to cop on the Sneakers and Stuff app. He won, they sent it to him, and he let me borrow this shoe for this shoe review. So thank you. Again, the LD Waffles released in Europe already. These have a release date in America on May 30th, 2019, which is the same release date for the SACAI Blazers. And as of right now, this looks to be a very limited drop, being accessible only at those tier 0 Nike account stores. So that's like your Sneaker Politics and your concept stores. And of course, this will be released on the Sneakers app. Not sure if I said it already, but these are releasing in 2 different colorways. So we have the green that is right here, and it's also releasing in a red colorway, which is actually my favorite of the 2 pairs releasing. The LD Waffles attain a price point of $160 USD. Add your taxes and your VAT just based on where you reside. Looking on the resale market, looking at StockX, looking at GOAT, you can see this pair depending on the size that you need. The green one is going for about $300 to about $380. Looking at the red pair is going for a little bit more, between $400 and $480 USD. And right now it is on a downward trend as more pairs are released into the wild. So I don't know what resale is going to look like after a month or 2. And again, these resale prices are based on the fact that Europe has already received their pairs and USA will get theirs later on. My first impression of these shoes, looking at the different blogs online and the different pictures, green is my favorite color, but out of the 2 pairs, the green and the red one, I really want that red pair. The red. That's the move, that's the pair I need. It just looks so good in pictures. In receiving the shoes, we have a Nike orange box. It is a pull box format where we have the black ring at the front of the box, the black label at the front, and then on the top of the box we have the Nike branding done up in clear gloss or that glossy orange color. And then we have the split swoosh, this side, this side. Moving on to the shoe, the upper is comprised of several different materials. You have your hairy suede, smooth suede, leather, vinyl, plastic, nylon. It's a bunch of different things. I love the design of the shoe. The shoe silhouette is of that retro 70s or 80s type look, while still being futuristic. What's crazy cool about this design is that the theming is really focused on that double up feature. And we'll talk about those double up features as we go on with the shoe. Both the lateral and the medial side of the shoe are identical, so we'll only focus on this side of the shoe. This meshing material that is going on is done up in that lime or that green colorway and of a nylon build. And that mesh actually has some pretty big diameter holes, so when you are wearing this shoe, you definitely want to be conscious of the color socks that you're wearing, or be cautious that you are wearing socks at all. You don't want to go barefoot in the shoe. It would just look pretty weird. On top of that meshing, we have that double swoosh going on where we have the black on the bottom and the orange on top. Now, I'm not too sure if this is a real leather or like a synthetic leather or even a vinyl. I just really can't tell to the touch, but it doesn't feel too expensive. And they are pretty thin. They definitely don't feel of quality like we got on like the off-white Zoom Fly shoes, where those were like vinyl and they were ribbed. This doesn't feel like that at all. Moving towards the front of the shoe, we have the vamp done in that nylon green meshing, and then we have a hit of that double feature going on the bumper or the toe box area, where we have this green layer done in a smooth leather, and then this hairy suede of yellow going on around the box. Moving on to the lacing system, it maintains that same characteristics of the smooth green leather and the hairy suede yellow. And then we have the eyelets that are punched into those panels to which the shoelaces can come out of. Staying true to that doubled up theming, the shoes right out of the box come double laced, where we have white and gray laces laced together. And these attain a cotton build and a flat shape. And there are actually more laces that come with the shoe. You have an extra set of black laces and another set of white laces. Behind those sets of laces is a padded foam tongue enclosed in white nylon material, and it is pretty thin, but again, it's playing true to that double up feature, so we have two tongues going on. First one comes with a label that says Nike Sportswear with the orange swoosh, and then the last one comes with that Nike swoosh with the SACAI branding. Moving on to the heel of the shoe, it's a little bit different from what we discussed earlier on the rest of the upper of the shoe. It's kind of a roles reversal type thing. This hairy suede is done up in green this time, and then this smooth leather is done up in that yellow. Under this yellow heel cup, they do include a TPU plate to enable stability and support to your ankle. Now, above this yellow heel cup is this black leather going on, and it has some Nike SACAI branding done up in yellow ink. The lining of the shoe is nothing to write home about. It's pretty basic. It's done in a white cotton material. It's lightly padded, so it won't feel too comfortable to the ankle, and I'm kind of upset that they did it in white because this area is known to trap dirt, so this is going to get dirty really easily. Removing the insole, it's pretty basic. You have your black fabric going on, your Nike SACAI in your brownish red color at the heel of the shoe, and this is done on a thin piece of gray foam. The midsole is probably the most intriguing aspect of this LD Waffle shoe. It protrudes from the heel and it looks pretty futuristic, and I mean futuristic not like iRobot, I mean futuristic like Cartoon Network, Hanna-Barbera, Jetsons futuristic. Aesthetically, it looks pretty cool, and it extends about a ½ inch to a full inch out from the shoe. Now, I'm actually quite disappointed. I thought this was going to be an EVA enclosed in rubber type deal, but it's definitely not. It's just straight up EVA foam, and that's like this protruding midsole and the regular midsole. There's no rubber components on this at all. And what's even sadder is that there is no Nike proprietary technology within the shoe, like no Nike Air Unit, no Nike Zoom, no Nike anything in the midsole. The outsole of the shoe is done in a black blown rubber to enable flexibility for when you're walking in this shoe. The traction design is pretty interesting. It's like evenly spaced protruding squares. I'm actually quite upset with the outsole too because there's no technology within the outsole. There's no BRS 1000 or that Duralon technology on here. It's just a regular blown rubber outsole. Why am I paying $160 for this shoe? Now, my next category, I usually discuss size. Unfortunately, this is not my shoe once again. This is a size 11. I normally rock a size 8.5 or a 9 US, so I can't really tell you how this shoe fits. It's also sad because I can't give you an on-foot shoe review. In terms of comfort, I can only theorize that this would feel just the same as like a Nike Cortez shoe because they have pretty much the same like foam midsole going on with no Nike Air technology. And if you've worn a Nike Cortez, you know that they aren't the most comfortable shoe on the planet. They don't provide adequate cushioning, they don't provide adequate support, actually they don't provide any support. So I think this and the Cortez are good comparisons. In all honesty, this shoe is not worth the $160 price point, but for some reason, I still want the SACAI LD Waffles in the red colorway. The quality of the materials used on the shoe, they're acceptable. The lack of an air unit or a zoom unit in the midsole is super questionable, and the lack of like BRS 1000 or Duralon on the outsole is just like, why is this shoe $160? I really don't know. Though I do appreciate the originality of this design from the SACAI team. It is super unique in grabbing that retro look, grabbing that futuristic look, and merging them in one cohesive design. Again, green is my favorite color, but I just think that the red ones are so much better than these. Alright guys, I think this is a good stopping point for this video. What do you think about this collaborative effort between Nike and the SACAI brand on this LD Waffle? Which colorway do you think is the best, the green one or the red one? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris.Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. And again, we are hitting it really close to 8,000 subscribers, and once we hit that 8K mark, I plan to give away some cool prizes, so subscribe if you haven't already. Alright guys, I am Chris Catalunya, and we will check you next time. Cheers, sige na!